Right, so I've always wanted to make really good fish photos, but I'm just really not that good at fish photography. I mean, I've taken a couple of pictures and things, and some are half decent, but I've never really mastered it. I think one of these reasons why I haven't is because I don't really have a good place to take pictures of fish. Like, what I'll usually do is actually just take pictures of the fish in the tanks, but then I don't have the proper lighting, and it's not really that good. So that's why I was deciding to make a fish photography aquarium. Now, I was at Vivarium the other week, or a couple of weeks ago actually. You can watch that video here, check it out. But I saw these little things. So these are little tanks, 15 by 15 by 15 centimeter tanks, cube tanks, and they are 3 liters each, so really not that big. Like you can see, they're not that big. But I think these are going to be great to make like a fish photography booth or something like that. I mean, my plan is that I just, take this, then paint the background like white or black, and then simply put a good light over it, and then take pictures of fish. I mean, I think that will work, right? So yeah, that's my plan. I did get 2 of these tanks, as you can see. I got 2 of these tanks. The only thing is, I just test them. This one is leaking. There's a tiny leak. I probably can solve it if I just, take a bit of silicone and put it in there. So I might do that at a later date. But for now, we'll just do one of these and then see if it even works with just one of these and if I even like it. And then I can decide if I want to do the second one as well. Because my plan was to do one with a black background and the other one with a white background. That way we can, depending on the fish, choose what background we want. Like if you've got a really dark fish, maybe a lighter background would work better, but maybe also a dark one. I don't know. That's what we'll have to experiment with. But for now, I only have white spray paint. So I've got this stuff here. It's basically white spray paint. It's actually used to it's like as a prime. Well, it is a primer actually, but it will work for what we want. Since I basically just want a white layer on the back of this tank, I might even do 3 of the sides and then just keep the front open. We'll have to see what works. My plan is to, spray paint that. We'll probably do that outside because it's going to smell in here otherwise, because I've done painting in here before and it's not a good idea at all. Also, what do you guys think of this new setup? I've got I'm standing, you can see the fish room in the background. I kind of like this setup. I got a good light in front of me, which is, I think it's good. So we'll probably in the future do more videos like this. Anyways, let's get outside. Let's get ourselves set up. I don't know if I'm gonna mask this off or if I'm just gonna go ahead and paint. You know what? Maybe what I'll do is, because we want to keep one, so we'll put one side on the bottom that doesn't get touched. Then I'll probably just close off the entrance so nothing gets inside, and then I'll just do all the sides, because the bottom will also be useful to do, right? Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this. So I'm just going to make some kind of cover for the front, maybe grab a piece of paper or something, and then we can see what we can do. Right, first we have to give this thing a good shake, of course, because it's a spray paint, so you have to first shake it up. I've already set up the aquarium outside with what I use is actually this. So the tanks came in like these boxes, and I just use this to put as a cover for the front, so then no paint gets inside. I think that's enough shaking. Let's get outside and spray painting. Right, so here we are. I'm gonna get spray painting now. I'll point it down at the table so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so hopefully you can see. Let me get this edge kind of good. And then we're first just going to do this side. Actually, let's make sure it's dry, because it's not totally dry here. And then we can start painting. Right, so here we go. Don't know how this is going to work, but we'll find out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's working. I guess that's kind of working. That's what we want. I'll just give it a nice spread, that it's nice and equal, and then we'll be good, right? I think that's looking good. It's looking great. Okay, I think I'll do the sides at the same time, because why not? So here we go. So I'm starting with this side, and then I'll do the bottom side, and then we got the final side. Can't really see. Hopefully that kind of works. Okay, I think we're done. Pretty decent, I think. Okay, I think that's good. So we'll just leave it to dry now, and we'll come back in a little bit. Well, you guys, it's been a good half an hour. I think I've just had some lunch and things, and I've been waiting for this to dry. It is finally dry, and it's looking pretty good, to be honest. So, well, it's not that clear now because it's a bit steamed up because it's from outside, and outside it's colder than in here. But I'm really happy with the back. So I don't know if you can see, but the back is like really nice and flush. And the sides have some kind of like bumps, because I wasn't as well, you know, of course it drips down and things, but that's not the case on the back, and that's the main thing. I didn't, you know, I wanted the back to be just good and everything, because that's what you're going to be taking the picture of and not the sides. So I really don't mind about the sides, to be honest with you. The bottom is also fine. Now there will be some scabs and things, which is of course that's the way it's going to be. But overall I'm pretty happy. I think I'm just going to let this dry even more, because it's not completely dry. I think it says on the thing like it takes 18 hours to completely dry. So maybe what I'll do is just leave it, let it dry, and then pick up the camera tomorrow, and then we can maybe fill it up and see what we can do. Well, you guys, I'm back already. It's not actually been a day, it's still the same day, and that's because it did actually, you know, kind of dry quicker than expected, or, you know, it was dry enough for me to work with. So you can see this is the cube that we got. It's looking pretty good now, not steamed up. You can see the back is looking beautiful. The sides have a bit of this, you know, rimpling, which is not a big deal because you're not really going to see those. So I thought, you know, oh yeah, by the way, the bottom, of course, a bit of stuff of the paint has come off because we're leaning on a cardboard box and things like that. But that's not an issue as well. But anyway, I thought, let's give this a shot. So let's fill this up. Then maybe put a fish in and see if we can take good pictures or not. So as you can see, I set up the tank here. This is just the work top bench. It's not that pretty, but it doesn't really matter. It can be ugly. I'm going to turn the light on. The light I'm using here is just a simple LED light for a tank I had. Yeah, it looks fine, and we're just going to use this because it gives a good decent amount of light. Also, I've got it on the white setting, which is good. And yeah, I think we'll just fill this up with some water and then see. Right, I'm going to be using tank water just because that is warm, and we want something that is warm. Reason being, if we want to... I'm making a mess here, by the way. Ugh. But of course, if we want to take pictures of fish, we don't want them to be in freezing cold water. We want them to be in like a good temperature water. Doesn't have to be boiling hot, of course, but just, you know, the same temperature as the tank is about good. So I'm just going to continue filling this up. Hope that I don't spill it everywhere. I do spill it everywhere because I'm an idiot. Looks also like we only need a bit more water, not too much more. So here I have the third load of water, and we're going to just use this to fill it up. I'm not going to put it to the max because it's not really needed. There we go. I think that's good enough. And I'm just going to clear up all the water stains and like the front glass, so we have a nice clear tank to begin with, because then we can put the fish in and see if we can... I'll probably see if I can just make some good videos of the fish, because that will give us a good representation. Also get all these bubbles off the glass, and then it's looking pretty good. If I say so myself, I'm already liking the way it looks. So I'm just gonna clear this up, and then hopefully we can get some really nice shots of some fish. Now next is of course, what fish do we choose? So if we go here, I think what we will do, should we take the classic neon tetra? Because why not? Yeah, let's take a neon tetra and see. Okay, so I got the neon tetra. Let's put the light out of the way so I can actually... and I made some more water stains, of course. Let's get him actually in there. I don't know how that's looking on camera. Also need to clear this up a little bit, because I made a mess on the front glass again. Because why not? That's just how it works. Now, we need to hope that this tetra stays in color and he keeps his color and doesn't just go into stress mode. But we're looking all right so far. Let me get my stool here. Then let's see if we can maybe zoom in and see if we can get a nice shot. Oh, he's looking pretty good. Take a look at that. This is actually working out pretty well, I think. Yeah, because you just got a clear shot of the fish like so. But then also I can, of course, maybe make it a bit brighter, but it's already bright enough. Let's see if I can take some pictures. So I'll stop recording, because we've basically proven, look, the recording looks good, right? You got him nice in focus, background looks nice. and I'm pretty happy with that already. But I think if we can take a nice picture, that will truly make it even better. Alright guys, well I think we got some decent pictures, and look at this also, they stay in focus, looking really good. Let me see if I can get even closer so I can get some close-up shots for you. Now I might also get like a new lens, because of course a new lens will make a huge difference. This is just a standard lens that comes with my camera, but if I can get like a macro lens or something like that. But even this shot already looks great, only I can't zoom in more than this. But look how good this shot already looks. I'm really happy with this. But let's try out maybe a Betta fish, because a Betta fish is, yeah, let's try a Betta fish. I'm just interested to see what that would do. Rightio, so here I have my Betta male that I'm actually wanting to breed. Now I'm interested to see if his colors will show up, since he has some really nice colors, but it's difficult to show up because he's so dark. So I'm interested to see if I can get some nice pictures of him. On the camera at the moment, it's not looking that great. Like, you can only see a dark spot basically, which is not what we want. That's why I was thinking maybe we need a dark background for this fish. It's kind of cool, you can see his silhouette of course, but you can't really see his true colors. I'm going to try to take some pictures and see if that works. If not, I'll let you know, of course. Alright guys, well I think we got some decent pictures. Like, you can see him here now as well, looking great. But maybe what you also can see is that on the glass there are some white dots, and that is just from the spray paint, of course. Now that is quite annoying. I think what I'll have to do is thoroughly clean the inside panel of this glass. And that's just going to take some time, maybe with some alcohol or something like that, to really get it nice and clean, because yeah, it's annoying when you have those dots and you don't really want that. Now I see it's not much, you know, it's only a bit, but still, but you want to get rid of that. But you can see he is quite dark, and that's the difficult part, is that he is so dark. So I guess maybe if we try like a different Betta, that would work better. But I think I want to try a bottom dweller now, because we've had, you know, middle, we've had top, this is kind of, you know, top. But if we have something on the bottom, I want to see how that would look. So next fish, what we're going to do is some Corydoras. Now I actually have two here because I caught two at the same time, so I thought, you know, why not do two? These are some Juliis or Trilineatus, whatever you want to call them really. So I've got those in here. So we got two of those because I thought, yeah, why not? I caught both anyway, so yeah, right. We're going to try to do these, see if these work. These might be a bit more tricky because they are on the bottom, of course, yet they also move around, so it can be a bit more difficult. But let's see what kind of shots we can get. Maybe let's have a look what we can get from just filming them. So if we just film them, we can get some pretty good shots. Let me recenter the the light. Yeah, look, that's already looking like some good shots there. You know, they're sitting in front of the glass, which looks really cool. Maybe I can come a bit closer. Yes, I can. Yeah, look at that shot there. That's a pretty cool shot. If I can take a picture of that, that would be awesome. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll get back to you. Look at how cool this shot is here. Like, isn't that just a great shot? You got both of them in frame. I can switch focus to the other one, of course, and back to the first. Isn't that a cool shot? Like, if you tell me that's a good shot. Now the thing is with these Corys, they don't really move around that much, so I probably have to like spook them for them to move to get a different picture. Well, you guys, I think these Corys are a success. Look at this shot here. Isn't this a cool shot? So now I have basically a photo booth for my fish. I mean, I can take pictures of many more fish. It will take time, of course, but it is something I do enjoy doing, like taking pictures. And I find myself getting better at it every time. Now these are easy fish that stay still, of course, but there are more difficult fish like zebra danios and guppies and things like that that move way more. That's going to be more tricky, of course. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this setup already. I don't really know what more to do because we basically got the setup, you know, we got the light. Maybe I'll upgrade the light in the future so we get an even better light. That would probably make sense. Look at also the wink of the Cory. It looks really cool. So yeah, look at the Cory winking. That is so cool, isn't it? And you can get some really good shots. Also, me probably getting a new lens for this camera would really help, like a macro lens. Because then I can get really way closer onto like, yeah, fish like this. Which will be awesome to see. I also took some pretty cool pictures with my iPhone actually on the ultra wide lens, which is pretty cool too. But yeah, overall I think this is a success. I really like the way this thing has turned out. Very simple. I might get the other one also fixed and then I'll make that black, just to have two different ones, you know, like a white one and a black one. I think that would be great. Now I probably want to get a place set up where I have this like permanently set up and not temporarily, because I don't know, it would just be nice to have like a spot where I can put this down with the light, and then all I have to do is turn on the light, put some water in the tank, and I can take pictures, you know. I think that's the best way to do it. I'll have to figure out how I do that and get a spot set up for that. But for now, I'm quite happy with the way this is. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the mini fish photography booth tank, whatever you want to call it. You know, just a little mini tank that I can use to take pictures of fish in, or even just videos, you know. Say I need some B-roll of a certain fish, I can just plop them in here, put the light on, get my camera out, and boom, I got some B-roll. Yeah, it's really simple, really easy, and it works well. So overall, I'm very happy with this setup. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do this one here as well, just to get, you know, another one, but then in black. But I first have to make it not leak. Now I must say these tanks were only €5, so $5, really not expensive. So I guess, yeah, there could be a leaking one, which I did already had that in my mind, so that's why I bought two, to just be sure, you know? Because at the vivarium, I couldn't like water test or leak test them, of course, so I just bought two, you know, $10, really not that much. And I guess if you wanted to do something like this yourself, you could easily do it. Just get yourself a small tank. You don't want a massive tank. It can be a bit bigger, but don't get it too big, because that's just going to make it more difficult for you to take pictures of fish. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed and that it was useful in some way, shape or form. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff down below. Also leave a comment, let me know what you think of this tank. Do you think it's good? Do you think it will work well? What do you think of the pictures that are already taken, because those will be in the video, of course. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Also, don't forget to check out our channel sponsor, King's Aquariums and Antworld, or actually Reptile World, because it's changed now. But anyway, check them out, the links are down below. And yeah, also check out the membership maybe down below. There's a link there where you can support me and you get exclusive perks and content and behind the scenes look, like things like this you would have seen way earlier. And yeah, just in general, it's a good way to support me and the channel. Anyway, guys, check out this video here. This is the vivarium video, the tour I did there. Go check it out, you might enjoy it. That's where we got these mini tanks, so you can see what they look like there. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.